Okay, I'll be fine.
It's fine. Like, yo, it's that thing, episode .27. I'm Kevin.
No, I'm no one.
All right. Drew may show up, may not. Who knows? We're just talking about whatever. That's the plan. So anyway, we were before they Cosme Scott. We were just talking about like Warhammer models and model making in general, and how it's easy, very very easy to get into where you buy too many things that you can't physically paint and assemble. So then you start getting the backlog. But unlike, a video game backlog, which is fine, you can eventually get to that video game backlog. Like there's not the physical there's no physical shame of here's a box full of plastic and you're like, I don't want to open it. That is the terror, which is why I'm worried. I don't want to do that. But then it also,
And most of it, flipping through your PlayStation home screen, you're like, I'll get to that later.
yeah. I think it's not. I think what helps is that there's no physical shame. There's no there's none of the like the bot like my Steam list or my PSN or whatever. You can hide that away. That doesn't remind you every time you open it. It's not sitting there staring at you and you're going, ah, crap. But yeah, I beat Yakuza 7. I finished that game. The game's pretty good. I liked it.
I still haven't finished it. I'm still stuck on like chapter 11.
Yeah, I just eventually what I did is I got to the point, like, minor spoiler, you go back to Camarocho, and
Mm-hmm.
in the Camarocho underground, you can kind of on the first floor, you can grind up to like 65, 70 fairly easily. And once you're in the 60s, you can beeline the end of the game. You're good.
Oh yeah, how'd you like the zoo mission,
What?
the zoo side mission?
Oh, that one was great. That was very good. I was not expecting that the what the monkey did. Wasn't expecting that, but I appreciate it.
Don't
I
worry, I made sure that you fought really hard now. I know that tiger and that bear got out, but don't worry.
Don't worry, I put on this combination lock. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my monkey's really smart though. So, oh,
Did you see that shit where like the news was desperately trying not to say that they see 69 of the Tiger King's like tigers?
yeah.
They were like it's under 70 but above 68. We're not going to say it cuz they're cowards. We the world we live in needs Tiger King 69 tigers were taken. That's what we crave.
Were taken from the true bad guy of that documentary.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. But like, man, that stuff's wild. What have you been up to this past week?
Oh, I've been up to nothing. Um, the only like two big things is trying to like paint three more of my soldiers so I can buy the new 80 pack
Yeah.
on PAL, and I've been trying to do that for like 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I have like two of them halfway painted and one not even started.
Yeah. Oh man. That's that's I think what I think about Warhammer is it's very expensive and time intensive, but if you're actually enjoying the painting, I think time per dollar, it actually is pretty worth it because like I feel like I've gotten through like the assembly and painting well worth like my time per dollar, but
Yeah.
it's also there's a lot of actual work in it, and I'm like, oh crap. Like this evening, I'm probably gonna have to start working on one of my Necrons for a test paint to see if my color scheme actually works. But that's if I even feel like it, because I've been doing League of Legends a lot. I've been not playing it, but watching League of Legends. Because I think League of Legends is a better game to watch than it is to play. I think if you play it enough so that you kind of understand how the game works, and then you just watch it, and I'm like, oh man, it's pretty good.
Uh,
It gives me that, and I know it's the lame, but it's the sports. Not like I know it's the esports, but it's still like it's like watching people who are really good at something play is pretty good.
yeah.
It's pleasant.
Is there like I guess their big tournament wrapping up now?
Yeah, they do one in the summer, which is the mid-season invitational, and then they do one in the winter, which is like the world championship. So, and when they do that, the cool thing I like is that they have like their different leagues per regions. So there's like one in North America, there's one in the Korea, well, not Korea. There's like a Korean league, there's an Oceania league, which is like Southeast Asia and Australia, and then there's the European league, and then they all like they take the two or sometimes one best team per region, and they all fight in the big tournament. And you get to see like, oh come on, and you get to see North America always be shit compared to all the other regions. And every year, because you watch the North American one, and you're like, oh, maybe this year our team looks pretty good, and then they just get the shit stomped out of them, and you're like, oh. But that's the tradition.
That's American any sport ever that isn't American sports.
Yeah, like
I take it back. Basketball. Basketball is the only thing we kill at.
yeah, and I think it was like somewhat recently, like some of the basketball like in the world stage was having like some issues, or like the Olympics. Maybe I might be talking out of my ass, probably am, but it was like the big superstars didn't want to go to the Olympics because they didn't want to get hurt. But then you had some of the other people like Giannis, who plays for the Bucks, was like he was from Greece, so he decided to play for the Greek team. So you have some of like the other superstars like, no, we're support my own country, and then it's America's like, oh. Like I know that's how it works in hockey, where like all the NHL players like just go to their home country. So it's like, nah, we're gonna go support Poland, and you're like, oh crap. But yeah, that was pretty good. I had to get my picture taken this week.
For what?
So my mom was asking me, and she was like, she didn't have a good formal picture of me. And I was like, yeah, that's probably right. So I went to go get my picture taken. I had to go to like the Sears photo and get a nice picture taken of myself. And I think it's okay. I'm worried about because they have to mail it to you. And due to living in an apartment with an apartment number, I always worry that they're not going to mail it correctly because they're going to write like the apartment number wrong. But yeah, that happened. I'm not a fan of getting my picture taken. I don't like it.
I don't think anyone is when they're at our age.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
like
kind of forced to do it, but like as an adult, you're like, no.
I think it's one of those things where I find that it doesn't come up very often. I mean, as we've displayed on the podcast, my selfie game is not on point. Not on point at all. We have evidence. I posted that in like one of the descriptions.
Oh, gosh.
Which I'm owning up to that. I embrace it. I accept it. But yeah, like that is not my deal.
Now that it's summer, everyone's out, going to be able to get out now. How's that going?
Well, like I don't know. I haven't dated or even attempted to date in a long time. Like I haven't worried about it. Also, like due to random living shenanigans, it may not be a good option for a bit because like I might have to, for like tax and property reasons, have to go back to live in my dad's old house so that someone's living there. It's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big a deal. Like, it's not like a huge deal or anything. It technically,
but you get out. That's good at least.
yeah, it will save me rent. My rent goes down like by a lot doing that, and that's kind of the whole crux. Like it goes to like effectively zero, and I'm like, yo, that's fine. I'm old. I'm balding. It's okay. One of my things, at least if we're gonna just kind of jump on over to dating for a bit, is I've always found that my most successful relationships have always happened when I wasn't actively seeking it. Like, whenever I've been trying to actively go on the dating sites and whatever, it's always made me depressed because of like the no messages. But when I'm just like, whatever, then it usually works out better. So I'm not worried about that for now.
Dog, real talk. Keep looking because there is hope.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm not abandoning hope. We're not abandoning hope.
No. Because I just got on it to see what it was like, and that's where I found my fiance.
Yeah.
Is on Tinder.
Oh yeah. Like, and it's. There's some. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like I ain't worried about it. I'm not one of those people that's like, I need GF, please. Please, GF. I'm just like, it's fine. Listen, after I paint my tiny men's, we'll work on that. That's my current relationship. Gotta paint these tiny men and skeletons.
Then put them on your dating profile.
Oh, I fucking would. Listen, that's
go up.
You need to know, like, I am still on the train of you do not hide who you are on a date. Now maybe there is some way where you got to dial it back like a little. You don't want to full blast it. But I would totally put like a picture of one of my Warhammer models on like my Tinder. Maybe not like the first picture, but like picture 4 or 3. It's like, here's one of my Warhammer models. I like painting these. You know, people should let you know at least what's going in there. You don't have to get super like into it, but it's like, yeah, it's a hobby.
I'm gonna be honest. I got super into it the moment I started talking with Nikki, where it was just like, hey, you like fantasy, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you like D&D?
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. And then we talked Game of Thrones and like Lord of the Rings for like an hour.
Exactly. You gotta be open with what you're into. Not ashamed. No ashamed of what you're into. Unless it's anime, then you can be ashamed of that. That's okay.
To be honest, I didn't tell her I watched anime for like a couple weeks in.
Listen, anime is rough. Especially to transition. Rest in peace, Berserk. Rip Berserk.
Oh, so how'd you find out about it?
Oh, I saw it was on Twitter. Like, it was a guy basically linked the in Japanese the saying, and I'm trying to look online for proper pronunciation. I apologize to author and illustrator of Berserk, Kentaro Mira? Is it Mura or Mira?
Just Kentaro.
All right, all right. I'll say Kentaro because I'm from the South. Listen, that's one of our Southern things. It's like you're like, oh no, but yeah, like, and he was saying like he died. I was like, whoa, because that was wild.
So my first interaction with it was I was like scrolling through, like, you know how YouTube has like the pictures
Yeah.
stories now.
Yep.
It's like I saw Berserk creator died at 64, and my first thought is, yeah, right. I've seen this happen before. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
you're
I went on.
memeing,
Oh no! Oh no!
and then they
Oh
were not
no!
memeing.
It was pretty much like I was like, yeah, right, guys, and it slowly got sadder and sadder.
Yeah.
Right, right.
You you say you say yeah right as the gut soundtrack gradually grows in loudness. You're like, no, yeah, you're joking. As it just keeps getting louder and louder. Man, Berserk's fucking wild.
Dude. Okay. So I literally watched the new Castlevania, and there's a scene where a character puts on a bunch of big armor with a big sword
Yeah.
and only uses it in one hand. And I'm like, oh look, there's Berserk.
Oh, it's so like so what's the word? Not like revolutionary. I mean, it kind of is, but I'm just trying to use like inspirational maybe. There's a word where like
For all like recent dark fantasy, it's like primary inspiration.
yeah, I would say every Japanese dark fantasy and a lot of American dark fantasy, like that's the one. It's like, yeah, here's Berserk. And man, I think like because I've been thinking a lot about Berserk, and as here's my hot take, my hottest take is that I respect Berserk more than I enjoy Berserk because I feel like Berserk is kind of grim, and I don't like my shit that grim, but I fucking respect it. And I mean,
No, I love and respect that Berserk.
also it's
Like
fucking beautiful.
there's like a little spark, a little light.
Oh yeah, it's
That in the tunnel.
yeah, it's the hope to keep on going, which it's like that weird 4chan post that I will reference where it kind of talked about how so we are technically the end of Berserk is Guts, Casca are on that kind of fairy island, and our Casca's getting better, and they're just it's like do they get a happy ending? They kind of got a happy ending. I mean, Griffith got away with it.
Got away with it. Now,
But Guts and Casca did get a happy ending. Sort of.
yeah.
Because I don't, like, despite what my comic may lead to believe, I don't think Guts could kill Griffith. Like, I don't think that actually changes anything. I think he should, but I don't think he could.
I think he can kill Griffith's physical form,
Yeah.
but that's it.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't think it's gonna kill the Femto / Griffith. Like, he could, like, cleave him in two, but then he's gonna reform wherever.
Yeah, you're going to kill the guy who has brought like humans and demon monsters together.
Yeah.
And now created the peace in the world.
Yeah, because it's like a weird and that's what I like. It's this it is like it's the Griffith if we look at Berserk as whenever it stopped, which is to me this is you have to look at it where it stopped. You can't keep going. Griffith was technically correct. Because the world is an evil place. We saw it was wasn't that was that chapter like made non-canon where Griffith meet the evil heart? Like it was like the force of all evil or something.
Oh no, that was the there was like an apostle that like absorbed like 20 other apostles
Yeah.
and became one.
Yeah, he became like an evil heart, and he was telling Griffith about like the will of the man or evil or something. Like I can't remember.
Yeah, no, he's like I'm the like listen, I know you're God, but like I'm the greatest emperor ever, and this is my pile of filth, and you're not ever going to clean it or touch it. It's going to be stinky and garbagey and disgusting.
It is doo doo forever. You must
Yeah,
live in the doo doo.
that's what humanity's about.
It's about doo doo and smell.
Yeah, no.
And then Griffith's like, "Nah, I'm going to live in the doo doo, and then make my doo doo mountain and climb out of it."
And he's like, I'm gonna clean up all the doo doo.
Yeah. Listen, I saw that Plague of Gripes video about Nox and how he's going to commit all the atrocities to do good in the end, except I'm going to do it right.
Yeah, to be honest, characters like that, sometimes they're right.
Well, it's also because because I was thinking it's kind of like the world of Berserk. If you look at it and how like socially, Griffith was going to happen.
Yeah. No, people don't know. Watch Wakfu season 1.
Wakfu season 1's pretty good.
Best villain I've ever seen. He has the best motivation.
It's a good one. It came out of nowhere in that fucking show.
But no, back to Griffith.
Yeah, back to Griffith. Where I was thinking like because of like Berserk and that world, to me, another Griffith would have happened. If it wasn't actually Griffith, like someone else would have got that red Baylet and they would have done effectively the same thing. Because that world sucks ass. Sucks hard.
Oh yeah.
Berserk is not the place you want to be isekai'd into. That is not a good one. You will not do very well there. Guts is super, super tough, and he's barely hanging on. And that's not to mention like all the other fucks. Like, get those. Yeah. It's one of those like, yeah.
Except for like maybe the kids has something fucked up with them.
Yeah. That's kind of the child gang. Berserk and his... I call him Berserk. Yeah, Berserk and his child gang. Yo, that armor's cool, though. The Berserk armor. I like it whenever it gets the wolf head. I'm a big fan of that wolf head. Big fan.
Something about that wolf design that I absolutely fucking love.
Oh, it's so good. It's because like it's
like you know it's evil immediately.
It's that it's that eyeball.
Oh, that eyeball.
It's just like a scratch. It's like the whole thing. It's just like it's mean looking.
Listen, we're talking about the man. His story is amazing, but god damn it, if his art is not just like
his art is better. His art is way better. I will be straight up. Like Berserk is very well written, very well conceived, but like the draftsmanship and the art of that manga comic is fucking incredible. It's the best part. Like you just look at it. You want yourself just fucking Google Berserk panel and you just look at it. And try drawing any picture once forever. And then you look at like what this fucker's doing. And it's like, holy shit. I think my favorite panel is it's the one, and it gets shown a lot, but it's where Skull Knight has his like Bayonet sword, and he's gonna like try to stab Griffith. That panel looks so fucking good, and there's just a lot of it. Like, man, it's wild.
Here's the picture of Mania.
Yeah, that's just fucking, yeah. I see what you did there.
From what I heard, like the Castlevania guys are like, yeah, we want to do Berserk. We want to do Berserk. Please give it to us. Let's do it.
They could do it. I think they could do it. Like the 3D Berserk was done by the same people that did. I mean, they went on to do I'm a Slime, So What? Or no, not I'm a Spider, So What? Which I feel like I'm a Spider, So What is way more suited for their skills than Berserk. Yeah, the Castlevania people could totally do Berserk.
Yeah, Spider, that's not a lot of work.
Well, Berserk, yeah, Spider's goofy. Berserk is not a lighthearted, goofy show with waifus. Unless you're maybe talking about Slan. Is that the one? Is that the naked lady godhead?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty...
The one he's like, I'm made of intestines and stuff. Come bang me.
Yeah. Big fan.
He's like, gross.
Big fan. Oh man, it's good. That shit's good. That shit's wild. Yeah, but it's just let them have it. You have that Netflix money, just do it. Do it, Netflix.
I can't think of anyone else to give it to other than like maybe Mappa or like Bones or the Castlevania guys, and that's it.
I would lean toward the Castlevania guys. I mean, you can always say like fucking like Madhouse or whatever.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Castlevania guys can do it, because Castlevania is just like already like fake Berserk. Like, you could also give them Dark Souls, which we also gotta mention that Demon Souls, Dark Souls, or whatever, that's just Berserk. It just is.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Every non-robot From Software game is just Berserk in some form.
And technically, on that spectrum, every other Souls-like game from here at a time is because of Berserk.
Oh yeah, totally. Like a lot of dark fantasy is done with that. When did Berserk start?
I'm really glad, because I think me, and along with everyone else, went to that gut theme and just put Rip Dog.
Yeah.
That kind of, and you see a bunch of like big YouTubers on there too. I'm like, man. And you see iPack Wolf and Mother's Basement. I'm like, oh man.
Oh, everybody shows up. Everybody shows up to go like, man. But then it's like part of the thought, and it's like stuff being brought up. It makes me want to go to like the Hunter x Hunter author or whatever. Like, you don't need to finish. Just don't die.
Okay. So I was looking on Twitter, and it's the Hunter x Hunter author, the Vinland Saga author, and the Eco author. Everyone's like, hey, you guys okay? Just take your time. It's all right.
Yeah, like, even if you don't finish, just don't die. Like, I'm okay if Ippo never finishes. I'm okay if Hunter x Hunter never finishes. I never got into Vinland Saga, but fine. Like, you don't need to finish. Just don't die. I don't want to be sad.
Like this week, I was literally, because I had read the current chapter of our current volume of Hunter x Hunter, and I was going to talk about like, man, he's really trying to blast through it because some of those pages are not done.
Yeah. To me,
But now
like
I'm like, yeah, this is time.
I almost want him to stop because I feel like one, I don't want Tagashi to be dead and to make the Sailor Moon author or the lady a widow. That's not good. And two, it's like that shit's really complicated. But it's also
Yeah.
like it makes me feel like shitty because I'm still a fan, and like the entire time I'm like, what's the Phantom Troop and Hisoka doing on that big old boat? I know this guy has King Crimson powers.
Where's Nosferatu?
Where, but how is King Crimson gonna deal with Nin that has the properties of both rubber and gum?
How are you going to beat that one character who literally can't die?
Oh god. What about that one dude with just a fucking spirit bow that he's just running at you? Oh
What
man.
about that one guy who can just take other people's powers
Oh, you mean the mini
whenever they
bone
die?
guys that do that?
Yeah.
I feel like Kurapika is gonna fucking die on that boat. Like I feel like he is like he's gonna fucking die because he's been using the Emperor's time to get like the cockroach manipulation keep going. He's like, oh shit, I passed out. I feel like he's just dead. We're gonna have some situation where he's just gonna end up dying. I'm gonna be like, well, okay, so then what are you gonna do? You've neutered Gon, Kalua's not here. You've killed Kurapika. Now our main character is Ging. Good job.
Yeah.
It's Ging and Leorio. That's what we got.
I kind of like that.
Oh, I think it's sick. I think it's ballsy, and I would love it. I'm a big fan of just going, nah, they're gone.
That show has not enough Leorio. We need more.
Oh, Leorio rules. He's just like, I gotta get money for med school. And this is what I have to do. This is the only way. I have to go into this devil tower and fight this guy.
No, and then afterwards, just like, hey guys, guess what? I can do something cool. It's called Nan. It's like, yeah, we know. Oh, okay.
Let me tell you about ants. Hey, Lorio, you want to know about ants? God, and I don't want to. I want to. I still. My claim is, Tagashi, you don't need to keep doing it. But man, I want to know what the fuck Gyro is doing. You gave me that entire fucking chapter or episode that's just this backstory of this dude, and then we never see him.
Give me a PDF of what you've done, and that's it.
Oh yeah, I'll be okay with that. Just write it all out. Just write it out.
Problem. Because it wasn't only Kintaro, but also Paul Moon.
Yeah.
My one of my favorite black comedians ever died. So the rule of three is who's next.
I don't know. It'll be. I don't know. That's grim. I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna do the curse. I feel like if I speculated, it would happen, and then people would look at the podcast, and that'd be like the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. Maybe.
And then I'd be saying just like random, I'm like Steve, and some guy's like, oh shit, oh shit.
Okay. Well, let's man, rip Kintaro, but let's try to talk about some fun stuff. At least. so it's not a depressing podcast.
Yeah.
What do you know about the blockchain animated series?
Oh fuck
Rick and
that
Morty?
shit. That the blockchain animated series by Rick and Morty creator Dan Harmon, designed to sell NFTs. Apparently, like, and I read the description of it. It's just like, what if the Greek gods were like shitty, or like Rick and Morty? And all I can think of is, listen, that was Hades, but Hades was good. I mean, Hades was all about like the turmoil of the Greek gods.
Yeah.
And you're going like, how about I'm gonna do it with my sick Rick and Morty jokes? And it's just like, ugh. It's like you're trying to fucking NFTs. I did like.
Oh. No, go.
No, I was gonna say you go.
Okay, no, because there's another story I heard, which is Charlie Bit My Fingers coming off YouTube so it can be sold as an NFT.
Oh, that's sick. I love it.
Like,
It's just like, I feel NFTs are for people with too much money and not enough sense. Because let me tell you, it's pretty easy to hit right click save an image, even if you have the NFT. Like, it's like, uh-oh. And also, it's just like, there's a lot of shit where they were like, instead of trying to buy the NFT, you could literally give an artist money and they'll draw whatever you want. Like, you just commission an artist and they'll draw whatever the fuck you want. You give them enough money, they'll do it. I'll do it. Although, listen, I already did my own cryptocurrency, Horfcoin, with HFTs. Where you gotta make your own Horfo.
Is Horfcoin also crashing too?
Horfcoin is going through the roof, straight to the moon and beyond. Because remember, Horfcoin can only be mined in MS Paint. Therefore, it is unaffected by like the GPU market. So technically, all of your Horfos are getting exponentially more valuable at all times.
Until Microsoft's like, yeah, we're discontinuing Microsoft Paint.
Then that's when Horfcoin crashes. Horfcoin crashes real hard if Microsoft ever stops Paint. So you gotta get in on that bubble before it bursts. You gotta do that shit. What else? What else do I got?
Here's the problem with crypto crashing. What's going to happen to all those new commercials for the crypto card?
I don't know. It's
like
like
complete value. I don't know.
I don't like cryptocurrency. I feel like it's a scam, and you're seeing people like get scammed on it, and it just makes me feel like I feel Pokemon cards are a safer investment than cryptocurrency.
In all honesty, yeah.
Because at least a Pokemon card exists.
So it goes, the rank goes stock market,
Yeah.
Pokemon card.
Yeah. Then Beanie Babies.
Yeah. Then you go to Bitcoin, and then you go to yeah.
Yeah, you go to NFT. Yeah, I would, if I had to pick a cryptocurrency, I would much rather an actual one than an NFT. That's like the worst one. That's by far the worst one.
That's 100% correct.
The non-fungible token. Because you wanted to buy an internet meme. Like, it just reeks of a boardroom trying to figure out how to monetize the internet without understanding how it actually works. or not even how it works, but just how like
If the American dollar's so weak, we got to make something else new up to give people.
yeah.
They don't buy it. We're not having money.
Or like some marketing department were like, listen, the kids love making internet gifs about our stuff for reaction images. Why don't we sell that to them? Eh? Eh? And you're like,
What do you think about that? So, out of all the memes, what would be like the most expensive NFT?
so what would be the most expensive meme? Like,
Yes.
what meme is worth the most? All right, I gotta think. This is gonna be a thought experiment. So I'm gonna be thinking of various memes.
Now, so the first ones that come to my mind is, of course, dog with bat horny gel.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, horny jail Doge is very strong. I,
Silent brain.
I think it's Casey. I gotta go with Casey Green's. This is fine, dog. Very powerful meme.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you know what?
like that's my number one currently.
Give me a sec. Let me think.
Yeah,
I
like
think that you might be wrong.
I mean, we can throw some other challengers in there, but to me, that's the one that I feel most. Oh, well, okay. What about? And this might be a challenger. The picture of Tails from Tails Gets Trolled, where he's making that face.
That's a top tier one, but I don't think it's number one.
Yeah, I don't think it beats it. I'm just trying. Like, I don't think there's a more powerful meme than this is fine. Maybe Helmo. Helmo is pretty good.
Oh, almost right. The Tim and Eric gift. That's was it not Jackie Chan?
Okay.
I don't think it's better, but that's a good one.
There's a couple of Eric Andres. I think the one where who shot Hannibal, like who could possibly have done this. I think that's one up there.
It's that, and what if it was blank?
Yeah, Let Me In too.
Let me great.
I see Let Me In used a lot. I also what else do I see? Or what I put up there on like the top tier meme.
Up and coming meme for like the last 2 weeks, the Invincible Dad.
The Invincible Dad is pretty good. Invincible like Think Mark Think is pretty good. That's been showing up.
It's a flash in the pan for right now, like all new memes.
Yeah, we don't know the meme stock of it. We don't know how good of an investment Invincible Veromite or whatever it's gonna go.
So that's good, but it's also up there with Last of Us 2 redraws.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 redraws are good. My personal favorite is the fat guy punching that kid into the garage door. That's a personal favorite.
It's either that one or it's the choking one.
The choking one, I think, is a better redraw, but the punching, like even just the animated GIF from the thing, it makes me laugh. Like I chuckle every time. It's such a good hit. It's like a kablam. Oh, that's good.
Playing that game, I laughed out loud when I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk.
It's funny.
Talking about stocks on the rise. We could talk about Twitch's new category, hot tubs and beaches.
Oh God, yeah. That's okay. I mean, listen, they know what their audience wants. Let's give it to them.
Yeah, it's a weird, because I don't want to be the moral Puritan, and I'm not going to be that guy who's like, I'm jealous that the hot lady gets in the bathtub, but no one wants to watch me play League of Legends team fight. I was like, nah, fuck that. Like, they can do what they do. It's just for me, it's like I get it, but I also don't get it. But I am glad that they're not being like shoved off into like, oh no, we're just gonna ban.
for Twitch, who's just been like, no, you can't show anything, none of that, none of that. Keep it up, keep it in there. Don't show any of it. And to them now, just be like, oh, yeah, show a little bit. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're cool with it.
Nah, this is just. I mean, it's.
And hammer to just destroy everyone for the longest time.
Well, see, they've. I want to say they learned what happened to Tumblr. Because remember, Tumblr died whenever it said no porn. When porn left Tumblr, Tumblr died completely. Man, Tumblr used to be pretty good. It used to be pretty good. You could post your art there. It's still good. I still post my fucking comic there, like as a backup. In fact, I actually didn't post my comic there this week.
What if tomorrow they're like, okay, porn's back?
I think it would revitalize fairly quickly, but there would always be the risk of like porn coming back, but then like it's actually not. Did I? Oh man, I haven't posted a couple comics to my Tumblr. I'm gonna do that right now. Let's get that shit done in here. I forgot because I used to. That was the primary place to post stuff, and then I was like, nah. Why would I post it on Tumblr? Because no one goes on Tumblr. And then I was like, I'll just kind of use it as a backup. There we go. I did that. But it used to be good. That would be one of my advice if kids wanted to do their own webcomic or whatever. Is just make a Tumblr blog and post your comic there, because it like archives it well. You can like go from post to post. It costs nothing.
Like all my art friends, that's all they ever used, and they were just destroyed. And when Tumblr pretty much died.
Yeah.
Either Newgrounds or Twitter or that one.
DeviantArt used to be DeviantArt, and then DeviantArt was always bad, and then Tumblr was better because Tumblr was better for like sharing art. Like DeviantArt, you can't really fucking share. You just post your shit, and it kind of lives on your page. But because of like the reblog kind of retweet-esque nature of Tumblr, it made it work. And also, the massive amounts of pornography kept eyes on the website itself. So it was like the rising tide actually helped all of the ships.
Yeah.
But now it's just like whatever. It's just kind of dead. Alas. So I wanted to talk at the end of anime to watch with my dad, because we're going near the end of old TV shows, and he was thinking about having an anime to throw in there, because back in the day my dad did watch Dragon Ball Z with me, and also like a couple animes. So I was thinking of like an anime to watch with him. And my ideas were Hunter x Hunter, Blood Blockade Battlefront, Yu Yu Hakusho, or Mob Psycho. Like those are my 4 in the running. Mob Psycho's like kind of less. It's more between like Blood Blockade or a Hunter x Hunter. Maybe JoJo. Yeah, oh fuck, I forgot JoJo should be in there too. Because he's played Persona. And I feel like if you played Persona, you need to get your history.
No, JoJo would be a good one. I'd definitely say, I don't know if you like Mob or not, but Mob's great.
Yeah, Mob is like the questionable choice. Like One Piece is the most Dragon Ball thing, but it's also not. It's unwatchable to me. The anime of One Piece is unwatchable because it's too long. Like you can read the manga One Piece, and I think manga One Piece is good. But like, if you want to say like, all right, I'm gonna sit down to watch the anime of One Piece, there are 1,000 episodes. But if you really want to have something to watch every day for over 3 years, like once a day, One Piece got you covered.
Yeah. I, Here's the problem. Like, if One Piece came out with, like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 movies to get you up to the current arc, I'd be like, that's okay. Because the current arc is actually pretty good. But I'm not going to tell your dad to sit down and watch like 1,000 episodes just to get to where One Piece gets really good.
Also, I don't want to watch 1,000 episodes of One Piece again. Like I don't want to have to go. Like it's just no.
Listen, I watched from 1 to like I think 700 to catch back up, and that was like I don't know 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah, I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah, I don't. Nah. Like I would suggest Dragon Ball Super, but I don't know. I think it's a little too goofy. I don't think my dad would be into it. Like Super's a little goofy. It's why I wouldn't suggest like Utena. Like I think Utena is more anime in there. Because it's just kind of like what else? That's all. Like I was leading Blood Blockade. I feel like that's to me. It's either Blood Blockade, Yu Yu Hakusho, or Hunter x Hunter. I think those are like the ones.
I'd say yeah, maybe if you like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely Blood Blockade.
Because to me, Blood Blockade is the anime I would suggest to like anybody. Because I feel it's well animated, the characters are good, the fights are good, the story is good, but it's also like 24 episodes, 2 seasons, so you can get through it.
Yeah.
And there's not any anime moments in there. At least not that I remember.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of like what's some like kid in school anime with like the least amount of like I guess anime tropes in it.
I mean, like Jujutsu Kaisen's pretty good.
You know what? That's actually a great one.
I also think Dorohedoro would work.
Dorohedoro. What's that other one?
I don't think Beastars is what my dad's into. I think it's a bit too furry and a bit too relationshipy. I don't think that's not one for him.
Maybe Odd Taxi.
Odd Taxi's a maybe.
Because I feel like you'd like that.
Yeah.
It's just a good like I guess it's technically a slice of life.
Yeah, but it's kind of yeah. What other slice of life kind of shit? Or cool dude
like
doing.
I built a slice of life.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Like I think Lupin should be on the list. Like Lupin the Third.
Yeah. All the episodes, all the movies.
Yeah. It's also I think Lupin has a good dub. I think that also kind of matters. Like my dad has watched subtitled stuff like in the
You know what kind of subtitles do you think you like?
Oh, we've watched like kung fu movies and like Japanese and like East Asian like live action movies. We watched a lot like of samurai movies because my dad really likes westerns and samurai movies and westerns are like the same fucking thing. So
he doesn't fall in that category of Americans who have trouble reading.
No, he does subtitles fine, but he prefers subtitles whenever it's live action because the mouths like he does not like the mouths not matching. That's bothersome.
What about you know what? Because it's topical and recent, the original Berserk anime.
That's like a maybe, but that's like I don't know where you'd get that one. Like,
You just go along. There's nowhere you can get it.
yeah, that's also one of the aspects is like ease of acquisition. Like like JoJo and like Hunter x Hunter are easy on Crunchyroll. You just get it. I think where's he? Is Yu Hakusho on Crunchyroll or let me see.
It's on Hulu. That's the last time.
Okay, yeah, because we have Hulu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Look at Hulu. Hulu's kind of big list.
yeah, like
I forgot. There's actually anime we were going to talk about, but we've been busy. Megalobox too.
yeah, Megalobox would be one. Megalobox would definitely be one on there. Like,
Have you watched the new season?
I have not. That's one
The first episode.
where I haven't watched it yet because it's on like the Funimation website. Yeah, I've been watching.
Oh no, it's on Hulu.
Oh, it's on Hulu. Oh, I might have to deal with that. What we got? Oh, we got some stuff here. I'm just looking at like the anime on Hulu.
Yeah.
Like, oh, One Punch Man might be okay.
You know, if Bill Burr liked it, your dad might like it. You know what? Now's the time. Let's get him into Bleach.
Yeah. Oh no. I'd rather go with like almost anything else.
Oh come on, the anime's almost over. It's the perfect time.
No, not Bleach. Not Bleach. No one deserves that. Yeah, Megalobox. I'm looking there. Oh, they also have Akudama Drive. That was one I was going to suggest because my dad has played the Danganronpa. He's played all of them. And that's by the same crew.
Oh, I haven't watched it yet, but I think there's the World Ends With You anime is also out too.
Oh yeah, that actually might be good. Okay, so we got some choices. Got some choices in there.
You got a handful. I'd say you gotta pick and choose.
Yeah.
This is literally what happens whenever I'm trying to get Nikki into an anime.
Yeah.
I'm just like, hey, it's still hot, and I just kind of jabber. It's cool, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. Basically, it's anime that I would not be embarrassed to talk about. That is what I'm thinking about with my dad. Because there's some anime that I like, but I would be embarrassed to talk to a normal person. Like, yo, I ain't recommending So I'm a Spider, So What to, like, a normal human. You gotta be into that anime shit, and then I'm gonna be like, yo, you should probably check that one out. Or like, you gotta be, like, I really like Food Wars. I think Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma fucking rules. But there's a lot of, like, fan service anime shit in there. And if you ain't prepared, it can show up and you're like, no, but watch the cooking, though. Ignore, like, the juice of the meat going between the lady's titties. That's not what the show's about. It's about how he sauteed it in a super special way. Come on.
The best show has a good guy-girl ratio. If it's like one guy to like 6 girls, you're having a bad one.
Yeah.
I'll have it like 3 guys, like 4 girls maybe. What's that one with the psychic?
Which?
I can't remember what it's called. It's like the psychic comedy anime.
I don't know. I would lean away from comedy anime.
No. Well, dude.
How about Sword Art Online? Everyone loves Sword Art Online. It's everyone's favorite.
I don't know, City Hunter, but I don't know where you can get that.
Yeah, that's the one, like, I don't know. That's like, I mean, obviously I know where you can get it. You just have to go to the high seas of adventure.
Yeah.
But I would prefer not to go with the high seas of adventure when like Hulu is on the TV and he could just click Hulu. And we already like it's one of those it's that kind of like ease is important. We're not going to the Grand Line to find.
We're not going to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, hug anime.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. They keep changing it, getting taken down.
Yeah. Oh, all the yeah the Grand Line. You got to go to the. I've left all of my anime in one piece. It's yours for the taking.
Here's the problem. That's the start of the Grand Line, and then after that, you get into the New World.
Oh yeah, you're correct. Yeah, it's like there's some animes I really like. Like I would not recommend him Thunderbolt Fantasy because he really doesn't like puppets.
Ushio and Tora?
Ushio and Tora is like kind of a maybe. I think Ushio and Tora is good. I think
good, but it doesn't have too many anime tropes, but there are some in there.
There are some. It's definitely old, and but it is good. Like it would be one I would put, like, because I want like, that's why I was leaning more towards Blood Blockade or Hunter x Hunter, because to me Hunter x Hunter it's good, it's girthy, but it's also, I feel like watching it kind of day to day, week to week would work because it functions well like that. And Blood Blockade has an ending, but it's high quality. Like I was leaning away from shows. Well, like yeah, Ushio does have an ending, like where you got like season 1 of something, and it's like, well, we're gotta wait for like season 2 to get animated or whatever.
Yeah, like something that's already done.
Yeah, like there's some of the shonens where it's like, yeah, it's good, but it ain't over. Like it just kind of stops because the anime's stopping right now.
You know what? Here's a good one to show your dad. Terraform Mars.
Yeah, Terraform Mars. No racial undertones in Terraform Mars.
It's going to be like your dad sitting there. He's like, is that supposed to be a black guy?
No. It's supposed to be a cockroach, which technically makes it worse.
But that one's supposed to have. Why does that one have a gold chain?
That was the fucking part. Where like you wanna try to fucking make excuses for Terraform Mars, and then you see that and you're like, fuck you, Terraform Mars.
I was literally the guy that was making excuses for him. Like, guys, come on. So I'm like, oh, never mind. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I take it back. We know what this is.
Cause like for Terraform Mars, I'm gonna get into it. I liked the idea that those bug guys go to the planet of the Terraform Mars and they just get fucking the shit kicked out of them. Like, I liked that idea where their bug powers are terrible compared to like a fucking cockroach. That part I enjoyed.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it. Terraform Mars has problems.
I really like the 3 episodes of just that one character fighting for 3 episodes.
Is that the Wasp guy or the other guy that's like really strong?
It's the electric eel or the electric eel guy.
Yeah, because there's like, God. Now I'm like have this half-formed memory of Terraform Mars in my brain, where like I remember it was like the entire squad gets the shit kicked out of them except Wasp guy and one other dude, and they're like the only ones who could actually fight them.
Oh no, yeah, you're talking about Wasp guy and was it Mantis Shrimp guy?
Yeah,
the boxer.
Yeah, like they were the only 2 that could actually deal with it. And and if you also want, if you like that Terraformars trash, have you seen Killing Bites?
Oh no.
Oh, that is some garbage. That is some fucking garbage. But it's that good garbage. It is, if you want like just fucking trash, just hot garbage, you get on that. That would not be one. Like, if you want an anime where you're watching it and you're feeling embarrassed and dirty while watching it, but then it also is kind of cool, that's fucking Killing Bites. It's that 7 out of 10 anime where you're like, man, this show's great. I love it. It's hot garbage. I can never talk about it. I can never talk about how the main character is just a honey badger and her power is she's really pissed off. That's kind of her power. It's great. It's great. Don't never watch it. And never only okay. That is one where you gotta watch it by yourself, and then you gotta be looking at the door, hoping that no one walks in.
That was me watching the first episode of Redo of a Killer or Healer.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's that. But I would say Killing Bites is far more tactful than Redo of a Healer. Far more tasteful. The rape only happens at the beginning. And it's attempted. Not actual, just attempted.
Oh, thank goodness.
Classy. And
Not quite enough.
yeah, it's classy. And it's only to show how strong our main character girl is for when they sexually assault her. And then she turns into beast mode. And then they're like, uh-oh. Listen, it's classy. Killing Bites. It's some good trash.
Oh, you got some good options now.
Yeah, so Redo of a Healer, and and what else is that other one? The one about like the sex reviewer, the monster, the one that they had to pull because it was just porn.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay, so yeah, let's end with like the worst.
Something.
What?
There's some new anime on Netflix. It was like Rooftop Killers or.
Oh yeah, that one.
I don't even know the name, but I know it looks awful.
We did watch the live action, the Netflix adaptation, not of Death. Yeah, the live action Death Note. We gotta watch that. But the Alice in Borderland or whatever, like that was pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I actually enjoyed that. I watched the first couple episodes.
Yeah, like that was actually good. We watched it. But no, yeah, we need to get live action Death Note, Dragon Ball Evolution.
You got to get Green Goblin in there saying, "Light, you got to use my Death Note."
Exactly.
And you can rule this city, Light.
I think that would be even worse because my dad has seen like the Japanese live action Death Note movie and thought it was pretty good. Like not like incredible, but like yeah, it's like it's pretty good. Like we watched it on Netflix. It's like it's pretty good. But yeah, I think you do the opposite. Find the worst of anime and say here it is. This is what it is. We're gonna do a Redo of a Healer, Isoku reviewers, and then like what's that fucking show? Erumanga Sensei?
Oh God.
Yeah, the one where it's like the kid draws porn and his sister wants to do it, or what? I don't fucking know.
His sister draws the porn, and he's like, "Who is this mysterious person?"
Yeah, that draws the porn I love.
Don't mess with Miss. I can't remember the name of it. Don't mess with Miss Naragoto.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one. That disgusting anime.
Yeah, that one. The one that you could tell, like, yeah, this is someone's kink. They want to be ridiculed by a high school girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Show him the classy animes that he'd be sure to enjoy. This is what
The top,
anime is.
that's what he needs.
What?
Yeah, the upper echelon of anime.
Yeah,
The Cadillac of anime.
yeah. the, the truth. The beyond the veil. This is what anime truly is. You must feel embarrassed at all times and just go, ugh. The kind of anime where you feel worse watching it than you would watch. You'd rather just watch some porno because at least that's respectable.
You might as well.
You just might like it's far more dignified. Not even like the quote unquote normal porno. Like you just watch some weirdo porno and you be in there. You're like, this is better than Arrow Manga Sensei. Has a better plot. Feel better about myself. Anyway, thanks for listening to this bullshit. Bye.
Bye.